Good morning, everybody. Air Farmer 73 here early in the morning. And the only reason I'm here early in the morning, because I got so much other stuff to do right now, is I wanted to show you an update for everybody that purchased sugarcane or purchased sugarcane from me, or if you're growing sugarcane. I have proof and evidence of everything that I've been telling you over the years and everything I've been telling you this season. How you doing this morning, my Renaissance grandma? How you doing this morning? Good to see you. So, the question I want to start out today with is a question that I get asked 100 or more times a year. We harvest our own seeds. How long can you keep your seeds? Good morning, Nikki. Good morning, Crafty Mom. Good morning, Deloria, Miss Kia Parks, Tasha Mack, The Night Way, Marcel Lopez, Motivation from a Weightlifting Geek, Jasmine Smith, So Good Gardener. How y'all doing this morning? Good morning to everybody. I just wanted to get in here because I really don't want to be here long, but I will let you I will be asking you about your own experience. If how long have you ever kept seeds? Now, I have a little I have a testimony. Okay. I have a testimony. Good morning, everybody. And I want to hear your testimony. How long? I don't want to hear about what's said on the back of this package. I don't care about what this says. I want to hear the real testimonials because there's a lot of false information being spread, and I don't want to hear about that information. I just want to hear. I don't want to hear about what you read. I would like to hear Broke Farmer in the House, Fifi's Journey. How y'all doing? I want to hear about your experience because I have one heck of a testimony just to prove everything I've been saying for the last 15 years. We're going to just start this all out with this one question. How long can I store my seeds? So far, for me, I have seeds that span over 15 years old. Now, here's the other question. Even though you stored your seeds for 15 years or whatever, are they still viable? Can you still plant them and get something from them? Okay, we're going to start with this in our last episode of the Sugarcane Pimp. I showed you that I stored sugarcane seeds. Sugarcane does produce seeds in a tassel at the top of the cane. If you let the sugarcane grow long enough, or if it becomes stunted in growth, it will shoot out the tassel at the top, just like corn. Good morning, honey. It'll shoot that tassel full of seeds right out of the top, just like corn or wheat or grass. They all do the same thing. Now, sugarcane is in the grass family. So this is what I want to tell you and show you. I'm gonna show you exactly what it looks like first. Wow, I'm breaking up really bad. Give me 2 ticks. Let me close down some of this stuff here because I'm really grainy. Hold on here. Hey, check me out and see if I'm on. Am I really grainy, you guys? Like, is it really like breaking up really bad? Because this is awful from what I'm looking at. Yeah, this is bad. Yes, I am really bad. Yeah, I can see it. Everybody is saying yes. This is a bad, horrible feed. Okay, that sucks. I don't even know how to make that any better. Yeah, it's bad. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. Hold on. Let me try to restart. Let me reload. Rubble. That's a little better. But how long will it be that much better? A lot better, huh? Yeah, I reloaded it. I don't know what that was about. But let's get the information out before I turn back into the blob. So, okay, let's get back into it. Sorry about that, you guys. So I'm trying to keep myself posted. So if I'm moving my head all around, I'm making sure this video come out clear because I want to make sure everybody knows what I'm talking about. So I can't have a blurry screen and show you exactly what sugarcane seeds look like. So I'm going to show you what the sugarcane seeds look like, and I'm going to show you how I stored them, and I'm going to tell you for how long I stored them. This is them. Let me see. That's them. Just fine little seeds like this little. Okay. So I've had these seeds for 13 years. How I stored them, this is just a normal mailing envelope that I cut in half, folded over, and taped closed. That's it. I would normally we put the year on our seeds of how long we've had them. The only reason these don't have the year on them is because I had so many sugarcane seeds, so many packets that I don't know where the other packs are with the actual dates on them. So, okay. I stored them in a regular paper mailing envelope. Had them for about 13 years or so. Are they still viable? Can you plant them and will they come back? In our last video, we were talking about sugarcane and the sugarcane seeds. Here we go again with that crap. Hold on. Yeah, let me try to close this blind. I saw somebody say maybe the light is really making it. No, it's just in trip mode is what's going on. I can see that now. Yeah, I'm totally locking up. That's pretty bad. Yeah, it's the lighting is probably going to be better, but hold on, give me 2 ticks. Mm, mm, mm. Wow. All right, StreamYard. I came over to StreamYard to get a better feed, and you're worse than YouTube right now. So at the end, when they say, how did it go? It sucked, just so you know. It sucked real bad. All right, you guys, I'm not going to go any further on this video because I really need to show you exactly what I'm doing. I'm going to try to reload this one more time, and it's the last shot. And then I'm just going to go over and just go straight and stream it through YouTube. So let me try this one more time. This is terrible. Yeah, because see, it's messing up bad because it has me as another person. It has me as a guest when I reloaded it. Now I'm like, it's two or three of me. Yeah, it's better now, but for how long and how much better? It ain't a whole bunch better. But let's get on with it. I won't show you guys unless we can see because you really need to see. Okay, how you doing, Miss A through Z? So the last episode of the Sugarcane Pimp, I sprinkled seeds in this container. It's 13 years old. As you can see, these seeds have sprung. Can you see that? These seeds grew. And not only did they grow, they grew like super roots. The roots are literally busting out of the bottom of the plant itself. All of those few seeds that I put in here grew. I only sprinkled a few in this container, as you can see, and they did exactly what I expected them to do. So that's proof right there. When people say your seeds are only good for 1 to 2 years or 3 years, that's not always the case. As a matter of fact, I call BS on that. Number one. Number two, there could be a factor in that. I say this: the people, the companies that say your seeds are only good from 1 to 2 years or whatever. My question to those companies are, what did you do to your seeds then? Because when I purchase seeds in some sort of package from the store, sometimes they really don't work anymore after a couple of years. They're just dummies. You can just toss them out or feed them to the chickens, right? But what in my experience, what I've noticed is when I harvest my own seeds, I keep them forever. And we've been planting those exact same seeds over and over and over again for the last 13 years we've been in South Carolina. So I've run into a lot of the different packages of all kinds of different seeds, and some of them just don't work out. They just don't work anymore. And when I buy a fresh pack, it may work. But I have never, ever, ever had a problem growing seeds that I harvested myself out of my own garden. So the seeds that we grow right now are seeds that we've been growing over and over and over again in our garden for the last 13 years here in South Carolina, and even longer than that. So I say the factor and the difference is start harvesting your own seeds, for not just for that reason, but harvest your own seeds so you know you have seeds. With all the weird oompa loompa crap going on, save your seeds. SOS, save our seeds. Okay, help. SOS, save our seeds. All right, so I'm going to show you one more thing out of that. This is all of, I'm not even going to move around too much, but this is all of the sugar cane that we did plant that day together. The last batch, as you see, this one is so big, it's busting up through the container. It pushed that up. So I'm going to remove that right now because I don't want that to get soggy and get molded. This one just pushed the container lid out of the way completely. I'm going to remove that one. And this one is actually starting to try to come out of the side of the container lid right here. So, family, this is proof that it works. And one more piece of proof. If anybody was watching me, do you remember this guy? Remember the one that we wrapped in the school paper, just a quick note-taking paper? Let me show you. Remember, there was only a little toenail right there, right? Look. This is the other way to propagate and grow your sugarcane cutting. You don't need nothing. Now, if you wrap it in some of this gloss paper, show you, give you a better look at that. If you wrap that in some of this glossy type of, I don't want to give you my address. This glossy style paper that shines like that with that sheen on it, that right there, it will ruin your sugar cane. It will mold over and it will not work. So several people did exactly what I've been saying for years. And when they tell me they did my technique, wrapped it in newspaper or wrapped it in paper or magazine, and they said it just turned to black mold, I must be lying. And then the first thing I asked them, what kind of paper did you wrap it in? I just wrapped it in any old kind of paper. No. Where did you get the paper from? Oh, I had an old Ebony magazine. I had a Sports Illustrated. Glossy paper. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, I didn't say wrap it in a Sports Illustrated. I didn't say wrap it in the JCPenney catalog. I said plain notebook paper, the dry old notebook paper, or some newspaper. No shiny, glossy, treated paper, because all that's going to do is harbor mold. It's never going to let that water evaporate or be absorbed by the sugar cane. So plain old notebook paper or the old school, just dry out newspaper. And this is the result you get each and every time, whether you want it to or not. This is my guarantee. So when people purchase sugar cane, either from me or another seller or from a seed store or online, this is usually why your sugar cane fails, because it's what you wrapped it in. And if you wrap it in a paper towel, do not use a high grade, expensive paper towel like a Bounty. What's the other one? That's the quicker picker upper. It's another one, Quilted, all of that stuff. Do not wrap your seeds, any kind of seeds, or your sugar cane, anything like that you're trying to start indoors. Don't put it in those heavy duty napkins. That's when you really do want to go to the dollar store and grab you some old 50-cent paper towels and use them. They work great, just like old busted old notebook paper. But if you go using Bounty and those, 7 different strands of fiber that you could hold an egg, don't do it. You're gonna end up in a ball of stuff. Okay, so I want to say good morning to everybody. Hello, and now I can get in here and see what y'all talking about. I'm glad the screen cleared up. Let me see. I planted pumpkins. Kimberly Jennings. Wait, let me see. I'm gonna just start right here. Okay. Let's see. Andrea says, I save all containers these days. In the what's the name? I will be the container lady. Okay. All right. Crafty Mom Creation says a pack of white envelopes is $1.25. It'll last you a long time for the way I store my seeds. Kimberly says, I planted pumpkin seeds last year. They were well over 10 years old and every one of them sprouted. The new seeds I had just purchased, not one of them came up. That happens every time, right? You can get them out of here. But if you're growing corn, maybe this growing them out of this may have worked 5 years ago, but if you've been harvesting the seeds off of that corn for the last 5 years, every season you plant it, you're ahead of the game. Okay. Hey, Freckled and Frugal, how you doing? Hey, Hickabilly. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I just wanted to come in here and touch on this real quick. I didn't want to keep you long. I know a lot of folks is at work, and my wife woke up and came down here. I didn't want to disturb her either. So did I have any questions at all about anything I showed you? Because now, even if you're living in the north, in the northern states where it's cold, you want to start dropping your seeds right now. You really need, it's almost time to put the seeds to bed outside. You really want to get those seeds going right now. Let me see. Okay, hold on. I just seen. Okay, here we go. Good morning. Good morning. How you doing? Says, do you have drain holes in the container? Good question. No, I do not. When I do this with sugarcane only, I don't put holes in the bottom. The reason I don't put holes in the bottom, because sugarcane are like sponges. They absorb everything. You cannot overwater sugarcane. Sugarcane needs to be in the wettest area in your yard. You know it's time in Florida, Crafty Mom. You know good where it's time in Florida. Y'all ain't even cold right now. Y'all could be still growing. Y'all is down there growing pineapples. Cut it out. Let me see. What is this? I vacuum seeds that harvest every year because I know they produce. I store them in the cellar because it stays constantly cool temperature. I'm gonna be honest with you on that. When you say it stays in a constantly cool temperature, some people say you need to put your seeds in the refrigerator. I have never refrigerated any of these seeds, and they were in my hot garage for years. We keep them indoors or outdoors. They have never ever been in a cool climate ever. None of my seeds, none of them. So that's I'm glad you said that, because I wanted to touch on that. I've never put them in a cold climate. Let me see. Here we go. Ooh, I just seen one. You say you need a sugar cane? I email me. I got I got your information. I got one of my pieces. I'll send you one last piece I got. The rest I gotta hold on to, because I got a lot to tell y'all. I'll send you just one little piece I got. But that's about all I got left. I sold it all out. And I don't want to go another year without my sugar cane. Let me see what we got here. Say, I refrigerate seeds in sealed containers only because I have extra fridge. Okay. They're starting to puncture the crown of the pineapple more, just like you talked about. I'm telling you, they are, aren't they? Because we didn't used to see puncturing the crown here in South Carolina. It was always everywhere else I went, Florida, Virginia, when we traveling. But now, even when I was in my hometown of Ohio, they were puncturing the crowns of the pineapples. That is awful. That was awful. So let me see. That's right. In Florida hardly ever stopped growing year round. Amen. Crafty Mom lived right down there. She know. She just messing with me. Okay. So no questions. Like I said, I'm sorry that this video really started acting up so bad. I don't want to keep you guys. I just wanted to come in here and can you refrigerate seeds? I thought they need to be in a dry place. Yes, you can refrigerate seeds. Like if you're from a northern climate like me, remember, seeds They fall out of the trees, pine cones, and other kind of seeds from all the flowers and plants. They fall to the ground. They get covered up by snow for about 9 months, and then they sprout. So that's where they get the whole put the seeds in your refrigerator kind of thing. Because some of them, they do need to stratify like that. Let me see. Old broke farmer. What did he talk about? Say, start all my seeds yesterday except for melons. You right, brother. Because if you start your melons, let me see. If you start your watermelons and if you start your tomato seeds right now, all they're going to do is get lanky, long, and stupid looking, and they'll pinch off at the bottom and die. I only start my watermelon seeds and my tomato seeds if I don't buy the plants. But if I'm going to start seeds, it's going to be, I need it to be last frost. And frankly, with watermelons and tomatoes, I really don't like starting them indoors. I really like to sow those directly in the ground. Let me see. Okay. I grew pineapples last year. The centers have been removed. The centers have been removed. Oh, got you. Once I got the roots, lead shoulders started to sprout from the bottom. There you go. There you go. There you go. So mine just paused by itself. Just okay. Here we go. What's going on, JS3? What's going on, brother? Can you artificially stratify garlic? I have no idea. When you say I don't understand the question, really, honest. Artificially stratify. I don't know. I don't know. You may have to look that one up. What's up, Sunday? What's going on, Sunday? Backyard farmer in the house. Let's see. Oh, I didn't know I could do that. Oh, I did not know. All right. Okay. 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 What's up? Okay, let me get back into the questions. I done stumbled on something I didn't know I could do. Let's see. See, I have some limequat seeds. Do you have to knock the seed coat? Do you have to knock the seed coat? I don't understand what that means. Or you talking about take the seed coat off? I've never tried citrus from seed. I'm going to say this, and I say it a billion times every year. You can plant citrus from seed. What's going to come out of that seed, you have no idea. If you plant a Washington navel orange, you may get a key lime. You don't know. Or you may get some variation that nobody has ever seen before. It may be bitter. It may be sweet. It may be just ornamental. When you grow citrus from seed, and that goes for a lot of different other varieties of fruit trees, you do not know what you're going to get. It's no different than having a human child. Even though you and your husband or your husband and your wife, even though you two had a child together, that child may look like your great grandfather. You just don't know. Maybe the DNA was so strong, he got that DNA. The child may not look nothing like you or look nothing like your husband. It will look like great grandpa or Uncle Willie. You just don't know what you're going to get when you do things like that. The only way to make sure that you get the exact same thing every single time, no matter what, is grafting. Grafting. When you grow citrus or any other fruit tree from a seed, to ensure that you get the exact same fruit that you got that seed from, not only do you take the seed, plant the seed, and you take a cutting off of that same tree, and you take care of that cutting, you can actually propagate the cutting itself, or you can graft that cutting right down into the rootstock. Once you grew that seed up and it's growing into something, cut that off and graft that seed, that stem right down into that seed that you grew. You're going to get the same fruit that way. I have proof of it all over my land. I've been doing videos on it for years. But growing from seed, you never know what you're going to get. Okay. I do not discourage planting from seed, fruit trees from seed, but I just want people to be educated on, if you think you're going to get a Washington navel from a Washington navel seed, it's probably not going to happen. The probabilities are 50-50, or probably even less. So I'm experimenting with growing turnip greens. Okay. Pak choy in large clear tubs, sealed like a terrarium over the winter. I'm harvesting some leaves, but they're not large. Any idea why they're straggly? No, I don't. No, I'm sorry, but I'm not sure. I don't know your situation. I would have to look and see. I don't know your lighting conditions. I don't know what you have going on. That's something I would have to take a look at. She is Sunshine says Texas Garden. Oh, gotcha. Let me get back in here. Let me see. Okay, here we go. Say my sugar cane looked dead. It sent up new leaves on zone 6A inside. Your sugar cane looked dead. It sent up new leaves. I don't understand what you mean. It looked dead at first and then it grew. Say currently testing oil sunflower seeds that I've stored since 2019. They were stored in Mylar bags with oxygen absorbers in a cool, moist, dark room. Germination is slow, but it's happening. That's all that matters. That's all that matters, that it's actually working. That's all that matters. Since 2019, that's pretty good. That is pretty good. Okay. No, actually putting that there is not going to help me. I'm be honest with you. That's for some other channel or something. That does not draw my attention at all. If you say question, I might. And a question mark, I'm old school. I look for the question marks and all these different new lingo. I don't know what half of this stuff mean. I look for question marks. Say, I'm having trouble with my onions growing. Any suggestions? I have no idea what you're doing, how you're doing it, where you're doing it at. So I couldn't suggest anything to you that I haven't seen myself. If anybody comes around and tell you some suggestions and they haven't seen anything, that's what you're doing right now. Think about it. If you came to the doctor and you said, Doc, I just can't stop pooping. What kind of medication should I take? He's going to tell you, well, we need to take a look at you first. It could be anything, no different in your garden. If until we can actually see and know exactly what's going on, nobody's going to be able to help you with that. And the people that think they can help you, trust me, I wouldn't take that advice. They don't know what you got going on. Like psychiatrist, my son is so bad and erratic and angry. Give him some orange juice. What? That don't make no sense. I wish I could help you, but I can't. Let me see. I would love to help you. How many seeds? Ooh, that's a tongue twister. How many seeds should I stock and how long? You can stock as many seeds as you feel that you need for as long as you need it. There is no there is no answer to that. How many seeds do you think you need, and how long do you think you're going to need them? That's a question for you. Only you can answer that. Let's see. Bup, 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 bup. Oh, I'm way behind. I'm way behind. What's the best way to germinate pumpkin seeds? None of your pumpkin seeds made it last year. That's what another person was just saying. It must be something going on with the pumpkins, I guess. Pumpkins, growing a pumpkin got to be the easiest thing on the planet to grow. A pumpkin is one of the easiest things on the. When I was a kid in what was that, elementary school, that's what they had us all grow just for fun. Pumpkins. Easiest thing on the planet to grow. Wait a minute. Was my girl in there? Callie Homestead with Pooh Bear. What's up, little sister? How you doing? Say, purchase my seeds from Homestead Heart. I'm in zone 6 or 7. I'm so excited to try this again. Everything I plant keeps dying. Okay, now you, Ice Queen, you need to figure out why are things dying when you plant them? Is it the seeds or something you may be doing wrong or not enough of? So you may want to look into that. What's up, Lady Dagger Status? How you doing? Say hi, everyone. Excited for the new growing season. Can I tell y'all something? I know even we're talking about seeds. We're talking about seeds. I know. I'm just going to say this. I don't want to glare in my eyes when I say this. Let me make sure I ain't got no morning gloss crumbs. I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. DeVille. There. I want to make sure I'm close enough. There is nobody on all of social media more excited than I am for this coming growing season. There is absolutely nobody on all of social media more excited about the new upcoming 2023 gardening season than Lead Farmer 73 is. That's all I'm going to say. Guava. You think you is, but you ain't. You're not more excited than I am. I guarantee you. I had to stress that. I haven't been this excited about gardening season in 10 years. Not even when I went viral. Not even when I went viral. I have not been this excited about gardening season in 10 years. Okay. I just had to emphasize all of that. I'm sorry. Have all of you been planning your garden, like not just what you're going to grow this year, not just what you're going to grow, what you are not ever going to grow again? Give me a list of things that you will never try again. Put it like this. At this moment, we always go back on our word with the garden. But right now, you like, I'm so over what? I am so over this, trying to grow this. What is it? Like, I'm done trying to grow this. Anybody, come on, put it in the chat. Freckled and Frugal say, I'm so excited for this season, this growing season. Yes. Okay, here it come now. This is what I want to see. Ill Will said yellow wax beans taste terrible. He's done with that. Let me see. I'm gonna go up here and answer this question real quick. Wait a minute. If ants made a bed mound in my kumquat container, can the tree die? No, absolutely not. Your tree will be fine. Trying to mess with that tree, though, you may get tore up, but your tree will be fine. And what can be done to fix it? Leave them alone. There's nothing to fix. Ants are going to get in your container or in your raised bed gardens, whether you want them to or not. Okay, here we go. Let me get in here. Oh, wax beans taste terrible. Let me see. Moore's Family Studio. I'm over lemon cucumbers because I don't like them. Day one, sweet potatoes. I almost want to ask you why. I'm going to have to ask you why. I'm going to ask you why, and I need you to tell me why not sweet potatoes. But as somebody might be like, why not wax beans, right? Shia Sunshine said, I learned last year that I must trellis green beans and yams. Trellis yams? I'm not going to knock and step on nobody else's shoes. I've never heard anything like that in a day in my life. Trellising yams, I think that's going to have the opposite effect because those roots need to touch the ground so they can bore back down into the ground to create more sweet potatoes or yams. So maybe I'm reading this wrong. Okay, got that one. Herb to Gnosis says cabbage. No more cabbage. I'm with you on that. You know what? I stopped trying to grow cabbage like that. I grow Brussels sprouts. Same taste, smaller package. You get more out of it without a billion bugs trying to eat it. And the cabbage worms. Cabbage worms do not mess with Brussels sprouts. Brussels sprouts are one of my favorite vegetables on the planet. Say, I hate cabbage worms, still throwing screen this year. Try Brussels sprouts. If you love cabbage like me, and you're sick of cabbage worms and you're sick of all the, you're trying to get one whole head, but every leaf you pull back inside, those cabbage worms done destroyed and pooped all in the cabbage. Trust me, just go with Brussels sprouts. That's why I do it. Because I love cabbage, but I hate trying to grow a whole head of cabbage, especially where I live. Let me see. What? Cultural Gardening Lisa says, I'm over watermelon. I'm done trying to grow watermelon. Pathfinder said, I'm excited for the growing season. That's what I'm talking about. You messing with my emotions now, Rosette. You done trying to grow lemons? Oh, we're going to have a conversation, me and you. We're going to have a conversation. I'm the Lemon Land King, Lemon Lane, Citrus City. In Citrus City, won't you come with me to Citrus City? Down, boom, 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 boom. In Citrus City. Oh, let me stop. You mess with my emotion. Talk about some. You done trying to grow some lemons. Pathfinder say I'm done trying to grow watermelons. Motivation says, I'm so new to this. I couldn't grow dirt right now. You know what, Motivation, brother? I'm gonna help you change that, man. This whole gardening community about to help you change that because you into your health journey and you always own it like that. I'm watching you, bruh. Eating healthy costs a fortune. Ain't nothing better, my brother, than going out in the backyard on the side of your house in a container and grabbing your lunch. Nothing like it. And every time we do it, cha-ching, that's money that I didn't have to spend in gas to go to the grocery store, money that I didn't have to spend inside of the grocery store, and it's right here in my face, and I know what's, brother, you gonna grow a garden this year. We all gonna help you grow a garden this year. I can't stand by and let you not grow a garden. Let me see. You're full of good knowledge. Now I want you to be able to spread that knowledge too. People like listening to you. So that's one of those ones that I would love for you to spread that message of growing your food. Lady Dagger says it's beets. 3 years in a row, they won't grow again. I don't know. It might be a soil amendment. It might be some nutrients deficiency or too much of fertilization. It could be anything. Broke Farmer says radish, lemon cucumbers, purple Cherokee tomatoes. My brother, radishes is lady leads that she love them. I mean, I love them too. I just don't care for growing them. But I'm telling you, I stopped growing lemon cucumbers 13 years ago at my other house. I was done. No, I'm sorry, 10 years ago. I was done. Like, I did all that for this, and I could, for the same amount of time, I could have got a normal cucumber. They're cute. They're exotic, but that's how I felt about lemon cucumbers. That's why you've never heard me say another word about lemon cucumbers in 10 years. And Cherokee purple tomatoes. Brother, let me tell you something. They are so overrated to me. They're beautiful, they're exotic. Again, like lemon cucumbers, overrated. The go-to tomato for me is, believe it or not, a person that I really don't care for hit me onto that is my neighbor. Me and him don't get along very well. But he kept saying, you need to try those mortgage lifter tomatoes. I'm like, man, would you move? Go back over there. But he said, you don't know until you had a mortgage lifter tomato. He bugged me. This man, now we don't even like each other, right? It's that fake like, when you fake like your neighbor, like you just want him to go away. I promise you this. He brought me over a tomato. I had to check it, see if it had been poisoned or something. Go on, taste it, older guy. And I got to be honest with you. Best tasting tomato I've ever eaten in my life. That did not let him start coming over on my land though. But I gave him the fist for the tomato and the knowledge. Still stay over there though. Go back over there. True story. Mortgage lifter tomato will grow in a pile of crap. A mortgage lifter tomato will grow on the shingles on your roof. Mortgage lifter tomato will grow in nothing but water. I don't know what they are. And here's the thing. They're all natural. They ain't hybrids, GMOs, or nothing. So that's kind of what I've been growing. And they're hardy. They're thick like beefsteak tomatoes, like not a billion seeds, like the juices. It got just enough seeds to harvest to make tomatoes next year. But that good steak, like hamburger style tomato, that. But yeah, he still got to stay over there. He can't come over here. Good looking out, homie, but go back over there. Let me see. Lemon cucumbers grow like crazy, and I don't even like them. Moore's Family Studio, exactly. They grow like grapes, and I'm like, it's too much hassle trying to peel those little things. Yeah, I want to peel one cucumber, eat it. I don't want to be sitting there, like I got a fistful of popcorn. Wasn't me. Black saying, done with corn, lettuce, and squash. I've been done with growing corn for about 8 years because by the time I get to it, every creature on the planet Earth eats it before I can get it. That's why I was done growing corn. I just won't do it. At my other house, for some reason, no animal mess with my corn. Here, every animal eats my corn. Squash bugs canceled that for me, but I'm going to give you one quick secret that Lady Linda told me. Linda, the New Orleans gardener, told me After squash season comes, after the squash bug dies off for the season, that's when I plant my squash. That's when she plants her squash, and it works every time. All you will hear for a long time is how many people got squash bugs, ruin their squash. I wait till that is done for. She got me hip to that. Go over to New Orleans Gardener channel or Tnog, Tnog. Go over to her channel and ask her about how to deal with squash bugs. And she's going to tell you exactly what I'm telling you now, because she taught me that. Wait till squash season is over. Wait till the mating season for the squash bug is over and the incubation period of their eggs. Wait till that's over. Figure out when that is, and then plant the squash. You won't have hardly no squash bugs. So, Golden Butterfly says, you're done with tomatoes. Why? Oh, this one is close to my heart. Say, broke but not without garden. I had to say your whole name. Growing bananas. Thank you for that. Because everybody think that if you're growing bananas, you're going to get bananas and you're going to get them quick. No, bananas, if you don't live in a climate that's going to let those bananas grow to its full capacity, in the time to spin out a bunch of bananas, you're not going to get bananas. You're going to get a beautiful looking palm style tree or plant, but you won't get bananas. Sometimes bananas take 2 seasons to spit out bananas if you don't give them enough water. Bananas take water. You might as well leave the water hose on around them. That's why I plant all of my bananas out by the lake. So all of their roots literally are soaking in mud. Bananas need to be soaked. They like a lot of water and a lot of nitrogen, a lot of fertilizer, and a lot of water. Here's the thing about that, where I didn't like it. I have bananas because they're beautiful. That's the only real reason I have them. I don't try to force bananas out of them anymore. It's too expensive. Because by the time you finish trying to fertilize them, feed them, and water them, you just spent about $400 to get one hand of banana. Let's be honest. You get a little box of bananas. Let's say like in the store, come in with those boxes. For a box of bananas, you spent about $300. Is it worth it? I'm going to say no for me. It's not worth it. Okay. The only thing is worth it is you know where your bananas came from. But feeding them and water them, if you have a ravine somewhere like Black's Tropical Homestead, they have their bananas riding along the ravine, the drainage ditch, where they're going to get water no matter what. And then they don't really have to feed them that much because all of the feed is coming down through nature down that drainage ditch is helping feed their banana trees. Now you got something going on. But for me, they're just for decoration. I'm with you on that. I'm done with that. Say drowned ants put container in big bucket. That's not going to stop them. You know ants can swim, right? And they all chain link together and hold on to each other and create a landmass, if you will. They save the queen and they save the eggs. And once the water is gone, they settle down and go right back down into the soil. That will not work. You will kill a few of them. You ain't going to kill them all. Long as the queen is alive, you're not going to kill them. Learning to grow my own. What's going on, brother? Said going into my second season, I'm excited to grow everything I can with my hands. Amen. There you go, brother. There you go. Miss Shirley OG Garden said, I'm done with growing yellow pear tomatoes. Didn't like them. I actually like them. Lady Led don't care if I ever grow no kind of tomatoes again. She said, nope. That's not her thing. Let me see. What are you done trying to grow? I'm going to give mine because I don't think I've gave mine yet. Hold on, let me read this. Okay, got that. Let me read that. Banana trees in Zone 7B, Washington. I bring them in during the winter, but they don't thrive and the bugs multiply. Yes, I'm done with the banana deal. I just got them for decoration. Here's what I'm done trying to grow. I don't want to bite my own tongue because I love my mangoes. I'm done trying to grow a bunch of tropical fruit because I always get sad every winter. All that tropical stuff that y'all saw that I bought in Florida, most of it. My citrus is fine, but everything else, the sugar apple, I can go down a list with a bunch of that crap I brought home. Trash, garbage, gone, roasted. We dropped down to 17 degrees here. Normally, that wouldn't really harm our trees, our tropical and citrus trees. But I'm going to show you the devastation. This is why it devastated us here in South Carolina, because earlier that day, it was almost 80 degrees. Listen to that. It was almost 80 degrees that whole day. And then it quickly dropped down to 17 degrees. What was that on? Like Christmas Eve, I believe it was, to 17 degrees. All my trees went into shock. Everybody's trees around here went into shock. So let me see. So I'm just done trying to grow a bunch of tropical stuff. Oh, I'm glad you're doing that. Uh-oh, let me see. Say, what's wrong with ground cherries? Cabbage never forms a head. Nuts to it. Lady up the road sells. Lady up the road sells a head. There you go. Some stuff just ain't worth it. The home chef garden said, nope, I'm growing everything this year. Okay, if you got it, go for it. I really love mango, but I got to stop trying to grow them. I just got to stop trying to grow them. We just don't live in a climate where I have my mangoes right behind me. Papaya, mango, there it is. Mango right here. Chocolate behind me. That's her baby, so I'm gonna let her do it. I'm done babysitting. I'm gonna try to babysit this one mango tree. That's it. I'm done. I'm done. Pathfinder, you done trying to grow yams? You know another thing I was done with? Dragon fruit. I brought those dragon fruit in for years and they tore me up bringing them in and they tore me up bringing them out. Done. I let them sit out there this year and they all turned to mush where they will stay. So, all right, you guys, I'm not going to keep y'all too much longer. What we've been here? We've been in here an hour. I'm not going to keep you longer. I got a lot to say, but I also got a lot to do in here. Just Dorsha in the house. What's going on, my sister? There you go. Say, hey, Led, I can't stay, but I'm here. Thumbs up. Thank you, sister. Thank you. And you know I'm always lurking around in the bushes too. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, you guys. Thank you. Everybody have a wonderful morning. Please, this is going to be one of the best gardening seasons that we have all seen in a long time. Start getting your seeds planted so you be ready to put them to bed outside. Get ready. This is February. Even if you're up north, it's time to start, marrying them seeds to that dirt, Everybody, it's on and popping. For all my people that are not gardeners, all my people that are not growing their own food, I beg you to reconsider. Motivation of a weightlifting geek. Where is he at? I'm going to see if I can find him. Motivation of a weightlifting geek. This is personal. Where is he at? Okay, he might have dipped out. Everybody go over to Motivation of a Weightlifting Geek channel. And y'all tell him, because he's not growing no food, y'all. He ain't got no garden. Go over there and tell motivation of a weightlifting geek. Lead Farmer 73 just called you out. He just said, you ain't growing no food. He just said he double dog dare you to prove him wrong. Everybody go over to She is Sunshine said, we going over there, right? He will grow his own food. Everybody. And for the people that go over there, if he need help growing his own food, I don't care if my brother grow one damn tomato plant. I want to see him harvest anything off of any plant this growing season. So everybody, that's right, DW. I just put him on blast. Everybody go over to Motivation of the Weightlifting Geek and tell him Led just called you out, bruh. He said you ain't trying to grow no food. I want him to prove me wrong. I don't care if he grow a sunflower. You hear me? As long as he harvests the seeds, I'm going to call you out again. Motivation of a weightlifting geek, my brother. I got my pajamas on, so I can't go in my wallet. I got a $20 bet. I bet you $20 you can't grow a tomato. $20 bet. Everybody tell him everybody go over there, tell him I said it. What do they say on the Cosby Show? Challenge. Motivation of a weightlifting geek. I double dog dare you. Yeah, you heard me. Christmas story, don't you? I double dog dare you to grow a tomato plant. Not only grow a tomato plant, but you must harvest and eat your own tomato. I triple dog dare ya. Motivation of a weightlifting geek. If you pull that off, I'm going to send your $20 UPS. I'm not even going to cash app you. It's going to come in a box. Because the reason why I want it to come in a box, I'm going to send you an actual $20 bill out of my wallet. I'm going to sign the dollar bill just to prove to you this is my money that I'm giving you. I'm sending it over to you. I don't want to cash app you. That's not personal enough for me. So everybody go over there, tell Motivation of a Weightlifting Geek. I put him on blast. Sunday Backyard Farmer and Learning to Grow My Own. Sunday Backyard Farmer and Learning to Grow My Own just put up Motivation of a Weightlifting Geek's channel. Please go over there and on whatever his latest video or his latest live is, whichever is the latest, go over there and tell him Lead Farmer 73 just called you. I said, man, you ain't doing nothing. You ain't growing ish. So I want people that don't grow food to grow food. That's the only reason I'm here in the first place. So Motivation of Weightlifting Geek, my brother, I triple dog dare you to grow a tomato plant and harvest it, put it on some sort of sandwich or salad and eat it. Do a video. If you do this, I will literally put a $20 bill in a box and wrap it up like a Christmas present and send it to your house. So that $20 will be on your porch. It ain't going to be in your Cash App. I ain't going to PayPal you. I'm going to send you a $20 Lead Farmer 73 bill. That's it. Everybody have a wonderful day. Go tell him I called him out. Thank you, Sunday Backyard Farmer. Thank you to all the people in the house. Thank you all my moderators. Thank you so much. Everybody have a wonderful morning, a productive day. Lead Farmer 73 and Lady Led over there hooking up the breakfast. I love you, and I'm out. Peace. Oh. grow your own, eat your own, and sign up for the beekeeping class. You messing up my whole flow. And sign up for the beekeeping class because where that honey? Give me that honey. Give me that honey. And make your own honey. Harvest your own honey. Lady Liz said, harvest your own honey. Harvest your own honey, honey. Harvest your own honey, honey. Harvest your own honey, honey. This is all yours. All right. And somebody said, and we need that chicken class. I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to do it anyway, even though it's nothing to it. I'm going to do it anyway. Chicken class and after the beekeeping class, we're going to do a chicken class because it's spring and it's about that time. All right. Live Farm 73, everybody. Have a wonderful day. I love you, and I'm out.